I'm a survivor of someone killed in the line of duty. That makes me a victim too. But worse, being in prison for something I didn't do, that makes me a victim twice.
Georgia County Police investigating a deadly overnight shooting.
Year-old Carlton Weaver was shot in the upper torso just before 1 a.m. as he left a vehicle near his apartment building.
Nothing was really done on this case, much beyond, identifying the car's owner and all of that until they got the lucky break.
There was some type of disagreement between Tressa and Damon.
They were together, and she had accused him of infidelity, and that caused her to become very angry and to attend court, get on the stand, and perjure herself in an effort to hurt him.
Damon Demetrius Cobb is currently serving a life sentence at Eastern Correctional Institution in Maryland. The police claim that Damon murdered Mr. Gerald Weaver on July 21st, 1992. At his first trial, the jury deadlocked. A few months later, in the second trial, Damon was convicted for life.
Damon was involved with a young lady by the name of Tressa Weeks. Damon and Tressa have a child.
We got into a heated argument, and I said some stuff I couldn't take back, and she said some stuff she couldn't take back, and I ended up slamming the phone on the floor and all that stuff. So several hours later, in the middle of the night, it was a knock on the door, and it was the police, right? And they were saying I was charged with murder.
It wasn't until Miss Weeks kind of pops up several months later and starts telling them this story about her boyfriend who had pissed her off at the time, and how she was an actual witness to the shooting. Now, people like that are often a godsend to an investigator, especially if the investigator's overworked. They really don't have much to go on, or they haven't been able to do much with the case to begin with for whatever reason. So somebody like this pops up and hands you a closure, you sometimes don't tend to look at them very critically.
She had made a deal with the state, and in January 1993, the prosecutor, Dwight Jackson, he had left his pregnant wife in labor at a hospital to travel to Virginia to testify on Tressa's behalf at her sentencing.
There was a letter where more than one letter, but she literally says in these letters something like, if I can't have you, nobody can, you hurt me, and I wanted to hurt you. Kind of a confession of sorts from a witness saying that they've testified untruthfully. My impression of it in the case was that she was admitting that she was untruthful because it was a sort of vengeful act against Mr. Cobb.
She did contact me shortly after Damon had been arrested. She contacted me. She was extremely upset, and she said that she had lied. And I told her the only way to correct it was to move forward and tell the truth. But of course, she didn't.
a lot of us in prison don't talk about each other's charges, right? We don't discuss a lot of things, but just knowing him and knowing the character of the other men around us, right? Like, I never believed he did anything that would lead him to prison. I didn't, because he was different. He was he always had like a positive mindset. He always had he just had that heart that a lot of guys that was in prison didn't have. And I didn't believe it at all that he did.
The hardest part is knowing that he has been falsely convicted and in prison, and it's been 33 years. That's a lifetime. That's a lifetime for many people. His mother didn't live to be 33 years old.
Today, family and friends attended a ceremony to remember Officer Gail Cobb. The 24-year-old was killed in 1974 while trying to detain a robbery suspect.
It was a tremendous loss. It was a tremendous loss for Damon, a tremendous loss for the family, tremendous loss for the community.
I think Damon had a lot of sadness over his mother as he got older, but I think he had a lot of anger towards the two men that actually murdered his mother, and then to come to find out that they were released. I mean, come on, who you know, you kill a police officer in cold blood and you're walking the streets free? But here you have Damon who, you know, has tried to prove his innocence, and he's spent, you know, 30 plus years in prison for something he didn't do. You know, it's unfair, it's unjust, it's ridiculous.
I grew up across the street from Damon. So with kids, we used to play a lot. I think he's 2 years younger than I am. He was way more serious than I was, or any other kid I knew at that time. He was serious. He was into battle reenactments, Civil War battle reenactments and stuff like that. And we used to get into quite a few fights because he wanted to be official battle reenactment and I just wanted to blow stuff up. So we played, we had it out quite a bit.
He was very playful, and he was fun, you know, looking up to him like a big brother type. And he was really into Michael Jackson at the time. And he would practice the Michael Jackson videos in the basement of our parents' house. I love you, Damon. And I'm sorry that life has been tough for you. I would like for you to know my son, your cousin, DJ. So I love you and I'm praying for you.
Oh, Damon, I love you. I'm your brother. I will always be here for you, no matter what. You know to call me on Fridays, brother, all right? I'm gonna be watching The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, our favorite Western.
It is time for no more time. 33 years, that's more than enough.